Thank you for joining us today for our plumbing inspection for the property on West 35th Avenue in Denver, Colorado. My name is Jimmy, working with Sewer Diagnostics to provide our inspection today. We are currently accessing the line through what we believe to be the same 4-inch PVC clean out the previous home inspector utilized right before the line leaves the property. We will now begin our inspection. At about 1 foot, we transition from interior to exterior materials. Joint connection here. We are somewhat limited on visibility of the right side, but the left appears to be properly aligned with no visible restriction to flow. Piping materials are Schedule 40 PVC connecting to SDR 35 PVC. In the line, we appear to have some minor grading loss from about 19 feet to 22 feet. The piping slightly flattens and holds no more than 1/4 to 1/2 inch of water. This does not appear to be a significant flow restriction, and no repair is recommended here. We appear to have a minor hairline fracture in the clay piping from about the 6 o'clock clockwise towards the 8 o'clock position. This hairline fracture does not show any significant separation or displacement of the pipe wall and does not show any root intrusion, so no repairs recommended here. However, at 25 feet, we do see the hole that was previously located in the clay piping, as well as a continuing crack. You can see it about the 6 o'clock position. As a structural compromise, we will recommend this for repair. We do see an additional crack in the piping at about the 33-foot mark. That is almost directly at the 6 o'clock position on the piping. connecting to our next joint connection. Being below the flow level and showing some separation of the clay wall, we'll recommend this for repair. Similar to back at 33 feet, we do see an additional crack in the line, 52 feet at about the 7 o'clock position. Again, showing some separation and continuation back. Recommend for repair. We see an additional crack at about the 72-foot mark. We can see that beginning initially at about the 7 o'clock position into the next piping segment. We also see a following crack coming from about the 6 o'clock position counterclockwise towards that other crack. So seeing multiple cracks here, we will recommend a repair for this section. We appear to have another hole in the piping at about 85 feet. We can see jagged clay at about the 7 o'clock position and a gap that's opened up back to about the 4 o'clock position holding debris. Recommend for repairs a structural compromise. At about 94 feet directly before our city tap connection, we do see some additional cracks in the piping. We see one crack running from about the 6 o'clock position on the piping down into this next section, as well as a secondary branch to that crack connecting into it in this location. Given our limited visibility of the bottom piping in this section, we cannot ascertain just how far or serious those multiple cracks get. But seeing two different cracks in this location already show a concern for tension on the surface of the piping, creating an area where crush or collapse could occur. So we will recommend this for repair. And at about 96 feet, we see our city tap connection, where we join into the city's main, located in the back alley. Tap connection itself is properly aligned, but having that crack directly before this will most likely be required for replacement by the city of Denver as well. So based off several structural compromises, including holes and cracks in the piping, we are going to recommend full replacement of the clay main line on the exterior of the property from where the SDR35 PVC ends to and including our city tap connection. But at this time, that completes our inspection of the sewer main for West 35th Avenue. We will provide locates on the exterior for the beginning and ending of that repair recommendation. That completes our inspection today.